Hello, my beautiful soul tribe. Thank you so much for joining this quick video session with me. Today, we're going to do a pick a card reading titled Journey to Your Soulmate. I know that I don't do enough love readings these days, and a lot of the clients of mine are asking on the Letao, we know that you love doing career readings. We love it too. But the thing is, can you actually do a love reading to help us find our soulmate, love, true love relationships, right, partnerships and things like that. And so today, here we are. The title of this reading is called Journey to Your Soulmate. So mainly, this reading is dedicated to those of you guys who are single. Now, of course, if you are, for example, going through a divorce, a separation, and you wonder what's next coming up for you, will there be another new relationship? Meeting someone new, something like that, absolutely, you're welcome to watch this video as well. However, if you are already very happily partnered and you know that you have already met your soulmate, possibly this is not the reading for you. Now, meanwhile, at the very beginning of this video, I've shown you three different options you can see in here. The first option is a beautiful wind chime. The second option is a few books and a candle, right, lit up on top. Very peaceful, very sweet. And the last option is a beautiful cup or a glass. And inside the glass, there are a lot of flowers blooming. Take your time, right, to feel, right, the energy of these three pictures and pick the one that you resonate the most with. And let's review what the journey is towards your soulmate. Also, today, as usual, we're going to use Oracle of the Mythic Heroes and Oracle of the Celestial Deities. Together with some other tarot cards, we're going to read your general energy, your soulmate's energy, and what will lead to your sacred union. With all that being said, let's get started with our pile number one. Hello, my beautiful pile number one. Thank you so much for joining this reading. You have chosen this picture, the wind chime. Maybe you love wind chime a lot. Maybe you used to have one at home when you were a child, right? Whatever reasons there are that you feel very much resonated with the wind chime's energy. Personally, I also like wind chimes a lot, and I used to have a beautiful wind chime in the garden, when I was a child, right, in my parents' place. And I just enjoyed so much, the sound of wind chime in summertime. Now, first of all, let's have a look at what the root energy of you and also your soulmate. Okay. Now, I'm going to put two cards from Oracle of the Celestial Deities. Now, of course, I would assume that on the left side is you, on the right side is your partner, but it could be the other way around. So you can take what resonates with you. And if you feel you are more of the energy on the left, then on the right, it will be your soulmate. Okay. Or vice versa. So what is the root energy of both of you guys? Okay, first card on top, we have got Mars. And the other person, we have got Pan. One of the things I feel about the person on the left side is that this person is really a doer, is really a fighter. Okay, Mars energy represents the motivation, right? The part of us that is really trying to get things done. If you have chosen pile number one, it's either you or the person that you are, predestined to be with. You're really a fighter, okay? You are really taking actions, right, to manifest what you want. You are courageous. You are quite enterprising, right? This energy is very, very good. Mars energy, generally speaking, is quite masculine. Now, definitely, this could be, if you're looking for a man, this could be that kind of energy. Very Aries, or this could even be, quite Scorpio as well. And if you are a woman watching this video, Mars could also just be saying that maybe there's a part of you that is very, very, action oriented, right? Maybe there's a a part of you that is a little bit like a guy, right? Very masculine and very kind of determined, right? When it comes to pursuing what you want. Now, the other person in this union has the energy of Pan. Now, Pan is the god of forest, the god of wild, the god of nature. So the other person I'm seeing actually here is someone who loves the nature, hiking, maybe going to the nature, right? This energy has a lot to do with the greenery. So perhaps this person, apart from loving nature, maybe they also enjoy having a little bit of greenery, right? Garden at home. Pan is a little bit like what's the right word to describe, right? It's a little bit like the hedonist type, right? So this person also loves to play. Now, when I say to play, it means that maybe they have a lot of creativity in them, right? They like to dance, or maybe they like to sing. They like to, do a lot of different things, right? They have a wide range of hobbies, right? They do because in Greek mythology, I mean, if you know who Pan is, and the Pan is the energy that is very vibrant, let's say. Yeah, whenever you see Pan in the wild, and he's either playing his pan flute, right, dancing with the fox and rabbits and things like that. Now, also, by the way, Mars and Pan, both of them share one thing. Both of these energies are highly sexual. And so this could also be about maybe you and your future soulmate have a very strong sexual chemistry. Okay. The Mars energy is about, the urge that we have, right? This raw desire that we have. And Pan, well, you got to read Greek mythology. Pan is very sexual as well. And so, well, first of all, when I'm seeing these signs together, first of all, very strong physical chemistry. Uh, but also, in terms of just your personality, one of the persons is very dedicated, right? Goal-oriented, action-oriented, um, very determined, right? Things like that. Could be a little bit patient from time to time. And the other person, the Pan energy, is fun, playful, nature, right? That kind of type. I can see why why you two like each other, right? Very good. Now let's have a look at them when you two are actually really meeting each other, right? At the timing of you coming together, what is the status, or not the status? What is the energy at that moment that these two people, you guys, okay, are carrying? All right. Thank you, universe. The person who carries Mars energy, what they are carrying, okay, when you two are meeting is the Fool. Wow, beautiful. The Fool with Mars energy is very interesting because the Fool is talking about a brand new chapter, taking a leap of faith into something. This is showing that this person probably, it's either could be you or your partner. When you two are meeting each other, there's a sense of just kind of like, I'm gonna take a chance, right? I don't know much about you. I don't know much about what this means. And I don't know what I can guarantee or you can guarantee, but I'm just going to take a leap of faith and I'm going to jump into it. And let's see what happens. The Full energy is very good for people who are really trying to open a new chapter. I mean, literally, this card in Tarot rules number 0. And number 0 tells you that there's limitless potentials there, right? Instead of us knowing where it is going, and then we take the first step. Very good. Mars is courageous. The Fool somehow is also quite adventurous and courageous, right? Again, this person could be Aries, Scorpio, could have some very strong Uranus influence on their birth chart. Okay. Now, the other person, the Pan energy person's energy is the Empress. Wow. Love this. Okay. Now, the Empress energy is very loving. All right. Empress is ruled by Venus, the goddess of love and beauty and comfort and luxury. This energy also has a lot to do with Pan's nature. How funny. I mean, they are just aligned, right? Earlier, I said Pan energy is about, the god of nature, right? Greenery, garden, fruit, right? These kind of things. And the Empress card has a lot to do with that kind of sense of fecundity, right? Or fertile, something that is very fertile, very rich in there. So I would imagine that the Pan person with the Empress energy is really ready to love. And this person probably has a lot of love to give, right? And I also feel that this person, like what I said earlier, could be very much be in love with dancing, entertainment, singing, um, delicious food, gourmet, things like that. I love this combination a lot. Yeah, this looks very beautiful, very easygoing. Yeah, and I can see why you two will be attracted to each other. Very nice. And by the way, the Empress energy is usually to deal with Taurus energy. Sometimes could be Libra as well. Okay, so this could be the sign of your future partner, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Now, let's have a look at what's the advice for you, okay? Now, because we don't know we can't really tell your future soulmate, right? What's the advice? But we can pull one card to see how you can make this process smoother, what you know and what you need to strive for, right? For this union to happen smoothly. Thank you, universe. Just one card. Assistance Pegasus. Beautiful. This card has a lot to deal with friendship and community, also your personal freedom. I mean, in a way, I do believe that both of you are already enjoying your freedom anyway. I mean, Mars with the Fool is very rebellious energy, and the Pan with the Empress is also, I'm not really seeing anything constraining either of you guys. So I think this Pegasus energy is more to deal with friendship, community. I think one of the things you have to do, my beautiful power number one, who have chosen the wind chime. This is some kind of divine connection brought to you through friends, through an introduction. Maybe you will need to go to a friends gathering, go to an event, right? And socialize, go out. Then somehow you meet this person. And also the other thing I want to say is that you might need to tell your friends that you are actually looking for love. Okay, try not to give people the impression that, oh, I'm single, I'm just happily single, I don't need anyone, I'm independent, school relationships, I don't need it. Because sometimes when we, accidentally give that kind of message, and people might just assume that we don't want relationship anyway, and they might not, try to bring, that connection with us, right? This assistant energy tells you friendship, community, and referral, right? Be a part of a bigger group. This is all very, very important. I also feel that this is definitely not some kind of online dating. So group number one, if you are swiping left, swiping right on a dating app, I don't think this is how you meet your soulmate, okay? I think your soulmate is going to be brought to you through some kind of friendship, some kind of introduction, right? Or a group activity, events, things like that. Very good. Now, let's get one card from the Angels Oracle. And the reason why I want to get this is because some of the cards in this deck has a message of timing. And I know that you guys love to know the time when this would happen, all right? Now, not all cards in this deck has timings. So you might get a timing, you might not, right? But either way, let's see what's the divine message there regarding this union, all right? Very beautiful. Okay. Thank you, universe. Let's just get one more message. Ah, interesting. Forgiveness. So this is not a timing card, but I'll tell you what this means. The forgiveness usually tells you that there's something that you might need to let go of from the past. This could be about maybe I'm seeing two different scenarios in here. Okay. Now, one scenario is maybe in the past, someone hurt your feelings, right? And you could feel a little bit guarded, let's put it this way, right? And you couldn't forgive them for what they did to you. And so when you're meeting this new soulmate, you might also apply that fear or that cautiousness into the situation. So this is just telling you that the best thing that you can do in order to bring this into fruition is forgive your past. You don't really have to the so-called forgive the person who hurt you, but this is about forgiving the situation and also forgiving yourself for letting that happen to you, right? We learn the lessons, but we don't need to carry that karma with us into the future forever. The other thing that I also want to say is that because Pegasus is a friendship card, right? I think that it will probably be much easier for you to build trust with this person if you two can just start with friendship, even though I understand that there's gonna be a lot of sexual tension there. So it's a little bit like when you look at him or her, you're gonna feel like I feel more sexually attracted to rather than a friend, they probably feel the same, but neither of you are talking about it, right? And so this is a little bit like let's start with friendship, right? And I believe that once a trustworthy relationship is being built, naturally the romantic energy will kick in. All right. Now, the other thing that I'm also seeing here is I'm seeing some kind of divine timing here, even though the card is not really saying it in specific terms. Again, I'm seeing some kind of spring summer energy in here. Yeah, the reason is because Empress energy reminds me of late spring, early summer, and the Pan energy is also about this lush green, right? So I'm feeling some kind of important connection could literally happen. Like because now we are seeing the reading around the June time. So literally, I'm talking about now, okay, and perhaps within the next 2 months time. If it's not there, also could be about next year. All right. Very beautiful. Thank you so much, my beautiful pal number one. This is your quick reading about your journey towards your soulmate. If you like the reading, please remember to subscribe to my channel, like it, and share it with the people you care about. I'll see you very soon in the next reading session. See you later. Oh, my beautiful pile number two. If you have chosen this picture, the books with a candle on top, this is a reading for you. Uh, about this, your journey to your soulmate. First of all, we are going to pull two cards from Oracle of the Celestial Deities. What I want to check first is what is the root energy about you and also your soulmate. Now, the two cards, I would assume the person on the left is you, on the right is your soulmate. However, sometimes things can be reversed, so take what resonates. If you identify yourself with the energy on the right side more, then on the left side, it will be your soulmate. Okay, this is a general reading, so be flexible, right, with the messages. So let's have a look at what's the root energy. Now, when I say root energy, I mean who are you and who is this person, right? Deep down, okay, your soulmate as well. Okay, let's have a look. Thank you so much, universe, right? Let's get two cards for our pile number two. First card on the left, we have got the energy of Eros. The other person, okay, we have got Persephone. Interesting. Okay, so one of the things I'm actually seeing in here is Eros energy is about socializing. The person on the left has a lot of friends, and this person loves friendship. Okay, now this person could be very attracted to those kind of big social events, right? Hanging out with friends, going out for dinners, right? Travel to see interesting places, right? Entertainment, fun. Eros people, they tend to get bored easily. And so this could be about either you or your soulmate is that kind of hustle and bustle, very vibrant person, right? Always needs something to be going on. It could be fun, right, to date someone like this. And what I also realized about Eros people is that they generally speaking have a very good EQ. So they know what to say and at what timing to whom. So for example, if you throw a Eros energy right into a party, even though they don't know anyone at the beginning, by the end of the party, they're already making friends with everyone, right? So we can see this kind of socializing, high EQ energy on the left. Now, the other person is Persephone. Persephone energy is about simplicity and purity. Okay. So either this is your energy or your soulmate energy. Persephone is more about us going back to simple things and enjoying our hobby, enjoying the things that we hold dear. However, Persephone energy, generally speaking, can be quite sensitive. And so what I realize about this energy is that sometimes we can be quite easily affected by the people we socialize with, can be quite easily affected by the people who need us all the time. For example, if you have I don't know, maybe a parent or a sibling who constantly needs your help, who constantly asks you to do things, Persephone, this energy can be quite easily drained by them. So, however, one of the good thing about these two energy is that both Eros and Persephone are quite youthful, meaning that they're young, right? They are energetic, right? Specifically, Persephone's energy is much better when in springtime or summertime. So one of the things I'm seeing regarding this soulmate connection is that when you two are meeting each other, the key word for both of you is fun. Okay, it's fun to be together. It's always, you can always have a laugh. You can always giggle together, right? You can always find each other. There's something new, right, to talk about. There's something new to discuss, right? There's kind of very youthful, vibrant, energetic energy in there. Now, I'll just give an advice to the Persephone person, okay? Also, I'll have an advice for Eros. Persephone people are quite sensitive, so it's important that you notice who you're hanging out with, right? Your friends or family members, who is a little bit too much for you. And if certain people are a little bit too draining for you, it's okay for you to draw boundaries to protect your sensitivity, right? And for the Eros people, you also need to know this could be about you or could be the about the energy of your soulmate, okay? This energy usually showing that if you're being overly social, sometimes we can be a people pleaser, if you know what I mean, yeah? Because Eros wants to be liked by everyone because he is friends with everyone. And so sometimes we can see this Eros energy being a little bit swayed left and right based on what other people are saying to him or her and based on what energy are surrounding them, right? So again, you can see the kind of like similarity, right, between these two energies. But Persephone's energy is more sensitive, but Eros energy is more about awareness, right, of the social connections and the people around them. Very interesting. Okay, now let's pull some cards. Let's see what's the energy when you two are coming together. Okay, we're gonna pull two major arcana and let's see what's the energy there. Now, for the Eros person, okay, when you two are meeting each other, we got the chariot. Oh, wow, beautiful. The chariot card is talking about moving forward, okay? Despite all the challenges and difficulties. Literally, this card has a lot to do with travel. Um, Interesting. The Eros energy is about, it's also kind of like flighty, to be honest. Yeah. I feel that you two, when you two are meeting this person, Eros person could be doing a lot of traveling, or you two might be meeting in a foreign country, or maybe it's in your country, but it's your soulmate flying to you, right? It's a little bit like that kind of energy. Some kind of travel could be involved in this. Okay. Now, for the Persephone energy, we're seeing the strength. Oh, okay. Now, it's very funny, yeah, because later we're gonna pull some timing, but I'm already seeing very strong summer energy for this group. Okay, the charity rules Cancer, which is July, and the strength card rules August, okay, which is Leo. So we're seeing this very interesting July Leo energy coming up. Now, for the Persephone person, I just want to say, if it's you, could be you, okay, who is watching this reading, or it could be the soulmate of yours. Um, Persephone with strengths is a little bit like saying you that maybe you have been waiting for a long time. Maybe there's a part of you feeling a little bit tired. It's a little bit like, when will this happen, right? When will I finally be able to be connected with my soulmate? The strength card is telling me that somehow it's almost like, well, you are a little bit like at the end of your rope, if you know what I mean. Yeah. It's almost like around the time when you were just feeling, you know what, I'm so tired of waiting. I'm so tired of dealing with this. I need to have self-love. I need to be strong, this energy. It's almost like around that period of time, this soulmate, this love angel is suddenly appearing right in front of you. And you kind of like feeling that, oh, I thought I would just give up, but wow, you're here. It's a little bit like that kind of energy. All right. Now, let's pull a little bit more cards, right? I want to see what's the advice for you, right? Pile number two. What's the advice for you? What can you do in order to make this process smoothly? Okay. Oh, I also get a strong feeling here. This soulmate, right? Again, I'm not sure which one is you, which one is your soulmate, but also get a feeling that it's almost like your soulmate would notice you before you realize that this is your soulmate. I'm gonna give you an example, okay? Suddenly, what I'm seeing here, it's a bit like maybe this person has been watching you over social media for a while. Maybe they have been noticing you maybe through some kind of friends, right? They're already aware of your existence, but it's almost like they need that right timing to reach out to you. Okay. And because what I can clearly see in here is this love angel is watching Persephone, but Persephone is watching the other side. So it's a little bit like maybe someone is really watching you, but you're not aware of that. Okay. This kind of very interesting um, romantic energy. Even when you look at the strength card, see the little girl and the lion, both of them are having their eyes closed. So it's a bit like maybe it's not gonna be someone that you're already expecting, to be honest. Yeah, group number two. It's a bit like you might be searching for this, and then your soulmate is behind you and saying, "Hey, hello, hey, I'm here." It's a bit like that. Okay. Again, or this could be about vice versa. Okay. This could be about you pursuing your soulmate, but your soulmate actually at that time, they were not even aware that you were watching. Okay. Because I'm seeing Eros and the chariot energy is very much like I'm pursuing this, I'm coming to you. And the strength and the Persephone is to be like, I'm patiently waiting. Okay. All right. So let's pull one card for you. All right, my pal number two. What can you do in this process? Helen's sexuality. This card tells me that your soulmate finds you very, very sexy and attractive. This card has a lot to do with your sexual appeal. Okay. Now, like what I said, if they have been watching you on social media or somewhere right online, whatever that is, this could be saying that they really find you desirable. Okay. Now, the sexuality with Helen tells you that sometimes the most important thing is you can be very, very confident in who you are, right? Don't self-doubt and don't tell yourself that because I've been single for a long time or because my last relationship or my relationships have never worked out well, that just means that I don't deserve it or I'm not good enough for it. This Helen sexuality tells you that there is a Helen in you. And Helen, the queen of Sparta, right? Helen of Troy, is in Greek mythology the most beautiful woman in the world. There is that in undescribable ethereal beauty in you, and that's what brought going to bring your soulmate to you. So when your soulmate is appreciating your beauty, own it, love it, right, and believe in it, this will actually make you even more attractive. So confidence, I would say. Okay, my beautiful number two, you need to be confident to attract this love angel into your life. Now, final card. All right. I'm gonna use the oracle, the angel's oracle. Okay. Now with this deck, some of the cards have timing messages on it. I know you guys love to know timing. Okay. Some of the cards have timing, some of them don't. So the most important thing is, mm, don't force it, okay? Whatever comes out, if it's a timing message, great, right? We all get a timing. If it's not, then it will give you an advice about what is important regarding this connection. Okay. Thank you, universe. Please give our power number two, right? Some divine message, right? Just one card. Thank you. Thank you, universe. Oh, it's not a timing, but it says romance. I just said that, right? I said this person finds you very attractive, very sexy, and there's a lot of romantic energy connecting you two. Again, based on the major arcana I'm seeing here, it's gonna be summertime. So now we're in June. We're really talking about this month, next month, August. All right, meeting guys, meeting girls, whatever you're attracted to. The other thing I also want to say that is perhaps summertime is also probably the best time for you to go out, right? To connect with people. All right. Very good. Thank you so much, my beautiful power number two. This is the quick reading for you about your journey to the soulmate. If you enjoy the reading, please remember to subscribe to my channel, like it, and share it with the people you care about. And I'll see you very soon in the next reading session. Bye. Hello, group number three. Thank you so much for joining this reading session. You have chosen this pile. We're seeing a beautiful glass with some flowers blooming inside. If you are attracted to this group, this is reading for you. First of all, we're going to pull two cards from Oracle of the Celestial Deities. We're not going to define which one is you, which one is your soulmate. I would assume you are on the left side, your soulmate is on the right side, but because this is a general reading, it could be reversed. So take what resonates. If you feel your energy is more in line with the interpretation on the left, then the other side is your soulmate. If you feel you are identifying yourself with the right side more, then the energy of your soulmate would be on the left side. Okay? But either way, let's get two cards. Universe. The person on the left we're seeing is Pegasus. The person on the right would be Pluto. Oh, wow. This is funny. Okay. Look, one of the things I want to say about this connection is that this connection is going to happen at a time when something very majorly ended. Okay, now I'm going to give you a little bit more information about this. What I'm seeing here, it's a little bit like either you or your soulmate. It's almost like just gone through either a separation, okay, a divorce, or just kind of like bid farewell, okay, to someone that they hold very dearly in their heart. And could be maybe they're, it's a little bit like when you two are meeting, this person, this guy or this girl has just gone through some heartbroken experience. Maybe their mother just passed away, or maybe they just ended a long-term relationship that they thought, right? It would be the forever relationship, but it was not. On the Pluto energy on the right side is really showing someone going through a little bit like a transformational time, right? Letting go of the past, right? Wrapping up the previous chapter in their life and waiting to be reborn. And meeting you would be a part of that rebirth process, right? So that's good. Now, the Pegasus energy is showing someone who is free, adventurous, right? You're a wild horse. This energy could be about someone who has been maybe being independent for a long time. With the Pegasus energy, right? I don't really think this person, it could be you, right? Have been in relationships too much. There are certain people who jump from relationships to relationships and they rarely have single times. This Pegasus is not like that. The Pegasus energy could be you or could be the soulmate, okay? Take what resonates. This Pegasus person is very much sort of like single for quite a long time. Now, the good thing about this energy is that they really are independent. They want a relationship, but they are not needy in the case that they must be with someone to have the life complete, right? Pegasus is also showing that somehow they're always divinely guided. Life sometimes could be hard for them as well, but usually they're able to just overcome that because they're the flying horse into the sky. I really feel the Pegasus energy and the Pluto energy are at the opposite spectrum, right? Of the spectrum basically, because Pluto is a god of the underworld, right? They're in this deep and dark cave, right? Underworld, right? Nobody can see them, and Pegasus is flying high up in the sky, and so with this energy, it's almost like a duality. I feel it's almost like when you are meeting your soulmate, you realize that you two are very, very similar, but also very, very different, right? It's almost like if you're the yin, they're the yang, if you know what I mean. If you're the color of red, then they're the color of green. If you're the color of yellow, they're the color of purple. But when you put you two together, it's a beautiful, harmonious picture. Okay, very nice. The Pegasus person could also be very well traveled, okay? Because at the end of the day, Pegasus is a flying horse. It represents travel, right? International energy, friendships, freedom, independence, right? That kind of energy. All right, so let's pull two more cards, right? Let's see what's the general energy, not general energy. What's the energy when you two are meeting each other, right? At that moment, what are you two going through separately? Okay, thank you. For a Pegasus, we have got the star card. All right. Very beautiful. Definitely, there's a very strong travel energy there. Pegasus with the star is about travel, things that are far away. This could be about some kind of international events or personal trips that the Pegasus person is doing while you are meeting each other. The star is also showing some kind of positive feelings and hope, right? Maybe when you two are actually meeting, the Pegasus person is very, very hopeful toward the future. Maybe they have a lot of plans, right, to develop their life. They're very much looking forward to the new chapter in front of them. Now, for the Pluto person, they have got the moon. Okay. Now, it's very, very interesting because the moon energy could be very much related to Pluto. See, Pluto is about letting go, it's about ending something old, but the moon energy is about fear, it's about confusion. It's about, am I really ready to let go? Right? What if I do the wrong thing? It's a little bit like that kind of worry and concern we have. I feel like when you two are meeting each other, right? One of you guys is really ready, right, to move on to the next thing, whether it's about moving countries, right, leaving your current location, changing your lifestyle, changing jobs, whatever that is. But the other person is still kind of going through that kind of healing period of time. Very, very interesting. Also, I'm seeing that it's very possible that you two are meeting at night time. Okay, so this could be maybe an evening event, evening, some kind of occasion, yeah, during nighttime that you two are meeting. With the Pluto and the moon person and the moon energy, right? I do feel that you need to give each other time. If you are the Pluto person, this is about you needing to take time to do enough self-love, take good care of yourself so that it's easier for you, right, to go through your transformation, letting go of your past. And then it will be easier for you to open your arm to welcome your divine connection in. Now, if this is your partner, okay, group number three, then what you need to know is you also need to give them time to heal, right? To go through this letting go, ending, leading to new beginning period of time. I want to pull one more card for this Pluto energy, right? Because the moon only tells me, okay, so when they're going through this ending, right, letting go, transformational time, there's a lot of fear, confusion. Well, what comes after that? Okay, because the Pegasus energy is the Pegasus person energy is very, very positive. Okay, very much about looking forward to healing, to the future, right, to the possibilities. One more card. Thank you, universe, for our Pluto person. The Wheel of Fortune, beautiful. The Wheel of Fortune will say that then there will be a very strong divine intervention coming in for this Pluto person, meaning that when they're feeling that, I don't know if I will be ready, I don't know ever I'll be ready, some kind of divine intervention is going to happen for you guys. And then you two will develop something very serious with each other. I love this a lot. Okay. Wow. So we also have got 18, we got 19, and we got 10. Interesting. We got 17, 18, okay, and we got 10. Okay, good. Now, let's pull one card, right? And let's see what's the advice for you, my pal number three. Doesn't matter whether you are Pegasus or you're Pluto. What's the thing that you can do, right, to make sure that this transition or this divine connection is smoothly happen for you? Okay. One card. Thank you so much, universe. Just one card. Number three. Arachne arrogance. Okay, I'll tell you what this card means. This card usually tells you that you might need to offer enough compassion to them. Sometimes Arachne energy needs you to look at things from a different perspective, right? And I really, really feel that doesn't matter which one is you. This requires a lot of understanding. Specifically, the Pegasus person might not really understand how hard it is for the Pluto person to come out of that darkness. And sometimes it's also vice versa, right? For the Pluto person, they also don't really understand the Pegasus person. How can they just be so positive? How can they just be so optimistic and just fly high like that? And this Arachne arrogance card tells us to bring equality to a relationship, to bring understanding, right? Mutual understanding, right, into this energy rather than I can only see things from my perspective. Okay, so humbleness, compassion, empathy. Okay, these kind of things are the theme to make this connection stronger. Now, I'm going to pull one card from the Lot Angels Oracle. Okay. Now, with this Angel Oracle, one of the things I want to say is that some cards do have a timing on it, and if it has timing, great. Okay, then you will get a timing. Now, if it doesn't have a timing, it will give you an overall advice anyway. So just be open-minded. All right. Now, if it doesn't give you a timing, what I'm seeing in here for the cards that we have already pulled, the star card with the moon, this is going to be around February to March time. Okay, so now we are doing the reading in June. So very possibly this connection could happen or could have a significant development around next year, March or February to March period of time. All right, but let's get a timing card anyway and see if we can get, well, something. Oh, that's two cards, too many. We don't need two, we just need one. Thank you so much, universe. All right, so just one card. Ask your angels. So it doesn't give us a timing, okay? Now the ask your angels, this card is all about the prayers and meditation. Um, I think with this energy, right, because you got the Wheel of Fortune, right, and then ask your angels, I do think that your prayers would be able to help you opening this new romantic cycle for you. Because Wheel of Fortune is about the divine intervention. Ask your angels is about what you communicate and what you convey to your angels about this connection. And so for group number three, the best advice I can give to you is things could happen or like what I said, could have a significant progress, right, related to your romantic and love life around next year, February or March period of time. But before that, keep doing your prayers and keep communicating with your soulmate through the 4D, okay? Tell them what you want. Tell them that you're open and tell them that you're waiting patiently. Thank you so much, my beautiful pile number three. This is your quick reading about your journey towards your soulmate. If you enjoy the reading, please remember to subscribe to my channel, like and share it with the people you care about. And I'll see you very soon in the next reading session. Have a wonderful day. Bye.